everyone, how are we all doing today? I hope you guys are all well. It is still so cold here and I've got the central heating on and my little fan heater. It is so cold. My hands are, I've had to rub them to get them pinker and not so blue. It really is that cold. Right, enough about the weather. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I'm sure you're enjoying lovely warm weather and we are jealous. Today I've got another little project and I've been working with all sorts. You can definitely see I've been having a little sort out in my craft room because I've brought you things using baking paper, and that's when I was sorting out my kitchen. And of course I worked a little bit with brown paper, and now of course I found some other paper as you do when you're tidying out. See, it's always inspirational. So I found this paper, which I've ironed, I might say, and I don't iron much. This was just quite thin paper. It's got a slight peach tinge, and it was sort of folded up, very similar to the way Amazon fold their paper up, but it's much thinner than that. It's quite thin paper. Probably recycled, and what I did was, it was a huge piece. I've since cut it into a piece. I want to show you what I'm going to do with it today, and I've ironed this flat, and I thought, oh, I quite like that. I'm going to hang on to that with all the parcels that were arriving online. So I've done that. So it's really very thin paper, very similar to the sort of big scrapbook books we used to have as kids. So I reckon it's like very thin paper, recycled probably. Alright, so what I did was I ironed it, as I said, and I have cut off a piece here, and I'm going to give you the measurements quickly. I think it was, if I'm not wrong, I think it was, it's folded in half, it'll be easier. Yes, it was, I cut off a piece 16 inches wide. And the width of the actual paper roll was this width, and that's 20 inches pretty much. All right, so what I've done is I've cut the width of the paper and I've just measured off 16 inches. Now in inches, in centimeters, I'm just looking on my ruler here, we're looking at 40.5 centimeters wide, there or thereabouts, and 20 inches in width is 51 centimeters. So 51 centimeters that way. And what did I say? I've already forgotten. 21 centimeters that way. All right, so that's what I've got, and that's this big piece here. Now all I've done is I've folded it lengthwise. So this is the width of the roll, the piece of paper, which is the 51 centimeters or your 20 inches, and I've folded off this piece in half. So we now have a piece that is 8 inches by 20 inches. All right, so that's what we've got there. So again, 21 centimeters by 41. Was it 41? Can't be 41. Let's just see. 51, sorry, 51. All right, so that's what we've got there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is fold this piece in half lengthwise again now. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers here, like that. Okay, so we now have a piece that should be 8 inches this way. So 8 by, it should be 10, pretty much 10 inches that way. So you now have a piece that's about 25 centimeters by about 20 centimeters. Okay, so that's what we've got here, and you can see we've got this fold over here and the other edges over there. What I did now was I wanted just to stick some of these bits together. So I'm just taking my art glitter glue and I'm going to stick a little bit of the glue, just because I want to, it's easier to work with, I feel. That's the only reason, but just a little bit of glue, if I can get it to work, you know. It's so cold, the glue's probably frozen. I hope not. This glue doesn't stand well in the cold, does it? Right, so I've just got a little bit on there. I just want to marry up these edges nicely, like this. Let's just open it up a bit. So if I just get these matched up nicely there like that, and we just go, and we might have to do a bit of trimming, like that. And then I want to just do the same on this side, so just a little bit over there. Okay, so there we go. Now we can fold it back again like that. Now what I want to do is just check my edges. So I'm going to just put my little clip on the end here. I'm just matching up these corners just to keep it nice and aligned. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim off the end there. So I've got my little craft knife. This is a Stanley craft knife, which I love, as you know. I'm going to just trim off a little bit here. So we want to just align this up. Make sure that we're not getting it too wrong here. And, you know, on parts of this, I have even had some like little marks and things, but it doesn't matter if you have that problem, because you're going to be able to cover that up. Oh, and I just skipped the end there. So I'm just trying to align it as best I can, and I'm not going to be too fussy. That'll do for what we're going to want. Now what I want to do is just trim that. I dragged that a bit there with my knife. Okay, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up, let's see, I think it's about 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches from the base, or 7.5 centimeters. I just want to fold that up like that. Let me get my bone folder. And I'm going to make that nice and straight. Don't worry that the edges are a bit roughly. We're going to sort that out in a minute. Let's do that on the other side as well. So 3 inches up. So you're pretty much matching the one below. Right, and there we have it, like that. And I'm just going to trim again just a little bit off that edge there at the bottom. Press this really hard. You probably find I need to put a sharper blade in there. Probably do. Okay, right, that'll do. So that's what we've got now. We've got a piece folded like that. If I turn it up on its side, and you've got 2 sides like that. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sewing machine. You don't need to do this if you haven't got a sewing machine. You can just take your glue and stick the edges together. But what I don't want you to do is stick these 2 together. Leave that open. All right. So I'm going to go and stitch across here like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that first. And then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to stitch right around the edges. So go and do these 2 pieces first, just across there, if you're going to stitch, or glue them. And then you can glue or stitch across this open side here. Where it is already sealed, that's great, you don't need to worry. So really it's going to be across there, and then of course I'm going to go straight across there and straight across there, and I'll show you what that looks like when you get back. All right, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so welcome back. Right, so what you can see I've done here is I have sewn across there, which I did first on both sides, and then I just kept it open like that, and I sewed completely around, just making sure that all the sides were sealed. And there you go. And as I said, you could do the same thing and achieve the same thing with glue. All right, so folding it back again in half like that. What I've now done is folded this in half again as well. So I've just matched up the two sides like this with that over there, like that. And I've taken my bone folder and I have just made a nice fold line there. Now you can see it's a bit wrinkly in places, but you're not going to notice any of that by the time we have finished. All right, so what we've got here now is a little thing that I'm going to show you how I use this in. It's a little booklet, but I'm going to show you how I make it and use it in my actual journal when I'm finished. All right, so hang in there for the overall. It's more than it seems. Right, so on the front here, I've just again been attacking the I nearly said the snacks pile. I wish. I'm dreaming about snacks because I'm trying to be healthier this year. So far, so good. Yeah, so it's the scraps, not the snacks. And trying to get rid of those as much as possible. So what I've done is I've grabbed a little one that looks like this. And I have just decal edged the edge here. You don't have to do that. You can use a pair of scissors or, you know, just cut it straight or whatever. And I'm going to just stick this onto the top here like that. And this is just a fussy cut that I've cut out from one of my floral old books. I'd had a nice little session of cutting out flowers over the last couple of nights, so I've accrued myself up to my collection that had dwindled quite a lot. So doing a few each night, which sort of keeps up the stocks. So I'm going to just stick this in here, and got to be quite brave of me to use the art glitter glue, because you know when this sticks, it sticks, and that's always a concern. Right, so I'm trying to get this leveled up here. That's about right. I'm happy with that. So we're going to just get this stuck down. Oh, it's not quite sticking over here. It's not sure if it is or if it isn't, so let's just do that again. There we go. So we'll stick that down there, that's better. And then what we're going to do is I've just going to put this little fussy cut flower just at the back on the side there. So I'm going to just do that quickly. Oops. Yeah, I'm back to online teaching again for the next 6 weeks. So that's going to be interesting. It's not my favorite. And I always worry for the students, and you know, not everybody has access to the equipment, and Wi-Fi is not great, and oh my goodness, we'll see how we go. Oh, it is stuck. It's just how the page is pulling up. Right, so we've got our little background in place there, and then again I've just put some goodies together. This is a piece of my doily digitals which I had cut out, so I thought that would make a nice edge because I could sort of have a little bit of lace hanging off there. So these are in my shop. I'll put the links for them if you're interested. Just on the links, I do have a lot of people asking me about kits and links and whatever for various videos. I do put as many, well, most of the links that are of things that I have used in the description box. And if you're not sure where the description box is, it is the sort of arrow right below the video, so that will help you find what it is that you're looking for, and the link takes you to the actual shop where I've bought it from. So if you're not sure about that, then give me a shout, but I try and do that because otherwise I'd be inundated with people asking me for things. Obviously I can't put every scrap's details down, but where I do know them, I will tell you. Like, I know this is from Calico Collage's Spring in Bloom, I think it's called. Right, so I'm just putting a few bits together here and there. Abby's sitting down there eating her chewy because it was whining earlier. little minx. She's so funny. She's a fair weather dog. So, of course, we've had snow for the last few days and she was not having a bar of it. She decided, when I just thought, okay, I'll take her out for a little run. She likes the snow, and the first day she was fine with it, but she can't jump fast enough because the snow gets caught in the fur on the paws, and she looks like she's got very fluffed up paws, but in fact it's the snow collected in them, and she jumps around like a right bunny. She's so funny. Yeah, so now she's fully aware that it's very cold out, so when I open the door to take her out, she reverses and goes back inside. She's not having it. Right, these stamps here are from Grandma's Garden from Calico Collage, so that's everything there. I'm pretty happy with that, not too involved. Right, we've got our opening there still. We're going to now decorate the two on the inside here, and again, just got a little, and this is also again, I think, Spring in Bloom, if I'm correct. It's a lot of Calico Collage kits that I'm working away here at the moment, prints and things that I had. Right, let's just make sure we've got that the right way, and the right way is this way, I think. So we're going to just tuck that in there and stick that down as easy as pie. There we go. And then I've got another one as well, same kits, using them away, such pretty colours and very uplifting given them the state of the nation at the moment. So thank heavens we all have our crafting to keep us sane. I tell you, isn't that just a blessing? Just escape and do something and not worry about anything else for a little bit at least. Right, so again, little fussy cuts, really scrappy bits that I have, even a chopped flower. I've got it all here, and again another piece of the doily. I quite liked it hanging over like that, so I think I'm gonna stick that down again. I do like my doilies. Well, I suppose this is more lace than a doily. Right, so we're going to just stick that down. Don't go over your fold line, of course, that's important. And here we've got another little rosy piece, which I'm going to just put over here. Trying to make it as quick as possible so I don't keep you all, you know, bored. But hopefully you're crafting along right next to me, so you know it's like we're having a little craft session together. Right, so get out all those scraps, you know, we're working them away. I can't remember how I had this, but I think it was something like, I think this was underneath it there. I think I'm going to just give this a little dusting here. Okay, the sun is shining, the dog's quiet. Later, she's sleeping next to me here in her fluffy pillow. Oh, such a sweetie. Tell you, where would we be without our dogs? Such wonderful companions. They really are. I'll tell you, right. We got a little flower here. That's just a little fussy cut from one of my books. And did I want to put this here as well? Did I? Maybe I want to put it like it's coming out of there, I think. Yeah, why not? So how are you guys all doing? Been making or doing anything exciting? Have you got snow, or are you enjoying a nice warm weather? You know, that's always nice to know what everybody else is doing. I'm making, on the stamps, I'm making them potential pockets. So if I wanted to put in a little something, little baby tags or whatever, I can stick them out of there. All right, I think I was going to put that over there, but we haven't now, so too bad. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. On the side over here, we've got another little bit, and again, I'm just working away these scraps. And I have made huge inroads in the scrap depleting cause, so I hope you guys have also managed to do that too. And it's been really, I've had some great feedback on the video that I did last time. So thank you all for all your wonderful comments on that. That was really good to know that people found that useful. And let me know if there's something else that you would like to know, storage wise, or, you know, little systems that you might have. Or maybe you're wanting a little system for your lace, or that's always one, isn't it? I think I've got an idea for that though, because I have accrued quite a bit of lace and I love it. But you know, when you're looking for something, that's the trick. Are you going to find it? Are you going to find it? You know, there's just always that chance that you aren't. Now I've got a bit of a gap there. I'm not worried, unless I want to. Do we want to add that there? Yeah, why not? I'm not worried about that bit, because in fact I am going to stick a little something over there as well. Oh, so nice just to have a little break for a bit and just do something creative. Right, I'm going to stick my little flower there. Again, another fussy cut from one of my books. I love using fussy cuts as well as die cuts, and I need to spend a few hours die cutting some more of my scraps, because I do love those. Right. It just gives it so much more dimension, and well, I just love it. If ever somebody asks you, would you like a gift, or can they contribute towards a gift for you, say yes. If you don't have one of these, say yes, I'd love a Sizzix Big Shot. Go for the bigger one, A4 like me, and you won't go wrong. Right, so I'm just positioning my little bird. This was from a Calico Collage, I think, One Fine Day, that one. How do I know all these things? Right, and then I've just put a little word I've stamped, flower, and I'm going to just sort of have that over there, and I think that just sort of finishes that off. Right, so we 3 down. We've got one more to do. That's this bit over here, and again I have just got a little fussy cut, and this page here, I think this is Spring in Bloom. Gosh, there we go. Now I have, while I'm busy sticking this stuff down, I just thought I'd mention, a couple of people have been asking me, do I have a favorites list for Amazon and the things that I normally buy, like my die cuts, the wildflower die cuts, all the various things that I like to talk about, those storage containers, the glue I like to use, what glues do I use, what lots of questions about the inks I use, lots of things that I use, and I do buy a lot from Amazon, and especially now that we're, you know, been in lockdown for forever it seems, and we're in another one, so, you know, I have actually looked into it now, and it took me a while to work out how to do it, but I have actually managed to do it. So I am now an Amazon affiliate, and I'm able to have my own shop front with my favorites list. So if you are wanting to know various things of what I use, you can have a look there and see what it is that I do use, so I don't have to keep giving out people codes and things, so that they know it's all in there. So well, most of it's in there, and of course, with the Amazon favorites list, or your being an affiliate, I do receive a small commission on any of the items that you do choose to buy. If you want to, you don't have to, of course, and you do that by visiting the shop front with the link provided. So that's how that works. It will be in my description box from today, so you're most welcome. And of course, it's a lovely way for you to support your favorite crafters. I mean, it's not just me that has this is like a common thing, and I don't want to go to paying platforms for you having to view my content. And of course it does help a little bit. It's not much, the sort of commissions that they give you. This again is another one of my lace doilies. I just love the little edges that go around here. Sorry. So it does, it is a lovely way to support me on my journey, because ultimately I'd like to be working less in the office, and, you know, halving my time between my paid employment and my crafting. So yeah, of course it isn't, the commission isn't something that you're liable to pay. It's free of charge to you. So if you choose to buy anything from that storefront, then of course it's at no cost to yourself. So that's good to know. That's paid by the supplier whose product I'm promoting by sharing it with you. So that's always good to know. So that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Well, it did to me. So thank you if you are able to do that. And of course I want to create more of these exciting projects, and this just supports me in a little way as well. So have a little think if you're interested, and of course by no means are you obliged, so I don't want you to think that at all. It's not about that at all. All right, enough about that. There we have all 4 of those covered nicely. Look at that, isn't it pretty? And I will slot things in there, but what I wanted to do was show you how I'm going to use this in my actual journal now. So I'll just quickly put the lid on the glue. Okay, so I've got the double-sided tape out, which has now got all sorts of bits all over it. I like this red one because you can see exactly where you're going, if you can find the opening, that is. Right, so let's look for that. There it is. So all I want to do is I want to just put some tape on the bottom here, that's all. There we go. And I'm going to just snip that off like that. Right, now we can just lift that up. That was easy. And now we're going to just join these 2 up at the bottom here. So there we go, just before. There we go. So we've got that joined up. So what we have now is we've got a pocket there. We've got a pocket there. And when this goes into my journal, we're going to have a pocket there, 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 and there. So let me show you how that looks. I'm busy with a signature at the moment. And what I thought was I wanted to put this in over here. So what I'm going to do is lift up this page here and put that nice and centrally over there like that. Maybe a little higher. Maybe. There we go. So that's how it's going to go, like that. So I'm going to, while we're looking at it, just grab some of the goodies that I have made to go in here. So the first one I thought was, right, we've got this little tag, and again I've made this from fussy cuts and scraps. So that's going to go into that little pocket there. Then we're going to open it up like that, and I want to put in another one over here. So I think I'll put that over there. Now in our little pocket over here, I've used scrap here like that. I've just put on a little Tracy Fox label, and I'm going to slide that into our little pocket over there. So we've got that little journal card in there. This is just the next page in my journal that I have sewn together, skipping a few here. And as we turn over, we've got this page here. So I'm going to put in this little journal card again that I've made, and this is recycled packaging. So if you're in America, you could use your milk cartons. Perfect, nice hard card. I've used the sleeves that we get off packaging. Let me see my eating habits. Well, this is my daughter actually, so like chicken korma, and it's a package like that. I mean, there's all sorts that I have. It's from all places, wherever we are. Right, so we're going to put that in there, and again we have a little card over here which we're going to just put in fact, I'm going to put it this way, like that. And then I've got this last little tag here with some nice chiffon ribbon, and I'm going to just put that in there like that. So once that's sewn into the signature, that is what we'll be left with. And isn't that pretty? All right, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. It was fun to make. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, we've used some paper that we've recycled pretty much from packaged paper that you would get in a parcel. So, you know, don't be afraid to go and iron that paper. Even the paper from Amazon is great to work with, and I'm probably going to use some of that next time. So if you do have a parcel with some of that, it's more of a craft color, like brown paper, like this sort of color. Go hang on to it. If not, use some brand paper or craft paper or anything else that you've got your hands on. Make use of all the stuff that's coming in the postage, because I know that we can use it. All right, so if somebody wants to know where this page came from, because I'm going to get that, I think that this was from Spring Bloom. I'll put the links down for you. If I'm wrong, I'll have the right one up in the text box there. Okay, so we've got a... How many is that? We've got a 6-pocket little fold here, which is a lovely addition to your journal, and you've still got nice space to write and store some pretty tags. And we've used so many scraps today. All right, so don't forget, if you'd like to support me with the Amazon favorites list, the link will be in the link below. If you're wanting to know where any of the pieces I've used in today's project are, you are welcome to have a look at the list of links I will put down below. All right, thank you guys as always. You always such wonderful, it's always so wonderful to spend time with you. So I do appreciate that so much as well. I look forward to our very next video, and until then, goodbye.